Assalamualaikum. Welcome again to our discussion on the article Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers in the Philippines. So, we're going to discuss the Article 4 and the other articles in this Code of Ethics. So, in Article 4, it is entitled The Teacher and the Profession. So, in our previous discussion, we have discussed already who are the professional teachers. No? So, maybe some points here will be repeated. Okay, in section 1, it says that every teacher shall actively help ensure that teaching is the noblest profession and shall manifest genuine enthusiasm and pride in teaching as a noble calling. So dito pa lang na-mention na that teaching is really a noble profession. Not just a noble, but the noblest profession. And it is a noble calling. No? And then in section 2, it states here that every teacher shall uphold the highest possible standards of quality education, shall make the best preparation for the career of teaching, and shall be at his best at all times in the practice of his profession. So, ang laki ng expectation ng Philippine government sa mga teachers. Kasi, sa ACADS pa lang, no, ng isang teacher, she, no, or he should uphold, no, the highest possible standards and shall make the best preparation for the career of teaching. Dito papasok siguro yung pagkuha natin ng masters, ng pag-pursue ng graduate studies courses, no? And shall be at his best at all times, no? Kahit, that's a very challenging kasi when you're sick, no, and pinilit mo lang pumasok, then you must be at your best at all times, no, in the practice of your profession. In section 3, every teacher shall participate in the continuing professional education. Yan yung CPE or CPD, no, program of the Professional Regulation Commission, and shall pursue such other studies as will improve his efficiency, enhance the prestige of the profession, and strengthen his competence, virtues, and productivity in order to be nationally and internationally competitive. So, yun yung purpose ng mga CPT. Aside from hindi ka makarenew ng license mo, no? So, that's it. In Section 4, every teacher shall help, if duly authorized, to seek support for the school, but shall not make improper misrepresentations through personal advertisements and other questionable means. And in Section 5, each teacher shall use the teaching profession in a manner that makes it a dignified means for earning a decent living. So that's it. And then in Article 5, the teacher and the teaching community. Yan. Sa article na to, in section 1, it states that teachers shall at all times be imbued with the spirit of professional loyalty, mutual confidence, and faith in one another, self-sacrifice for the common good, and full cooperation with colleagues. No? When the best interest of the learners, the school, or the profession is at stake in any controversy, teachers shall support one another. So, hindi pwedeng magsiraan yung teachers because it is already stated, no, um, in the Article 5. Okay, wait lang for a moment. Okay. So, Section 2, a teacher is not entitled to claim for work not of his own and shall give due credit for the work of others which he may use. Okay, in Section 3, before leaving his position, a teacher shall organize and leave to his successor such records, if in case na mawala siya or mag-resign siya. So, teacher shall organize and leave to his successor such records and other data as are necessary to carry on the work. So, yun siya. Hindi ka pwedeng umalis na wala kang nabibigay na records. And in Section 4, a teacher shall hold inviolate all confidential information, concerning associates in the school and shall not divulge to anyone documents which have not yet been officially released or remove records from the files without official permission. So, kung ano yung nalalaman mo sa school, confidential information man yan, then, please, no, kapag umalis ka, do not, or kapag nandyan ka pa rin as teacher, do not spill it to others, no? Just wait for the official release, kung meron man, na mangyayaring ganon, official release, then do not disclose this to others muna, no? And then, section 5, it shall be the responsibility of every teacher to seek correctives for what may appear to be an unprofessional and unethical conduct of any associate. Okay, so it means that si teacher, kapag may nakita siyang mali or unprofessional sa kanyang mga colleagues, then i-correct niya. No? But in the right place and right time. No? This may be done only if there is incontrovertible evidence for such conduct. Okay, so ang first na if nakita ni teacher na talagang mali yung ginagawa ng coworker niya or colleague niya, then it is your responsibility, no, to correct those. If you believe, no, that it is unprofessional na and unethical. No? In section 6, a teacher may submit to the proper authorities any justifiable criticism against an associate, preferably in writing, no, without violating any right of the individual concerned. No, kung may criticism siya, hindi niya kayang i-confront, tapos gusto ni teacher na ipaalam to sa mga heads, maybe it is stated in section 6 na you should write, no? You should write that criticism and give them to the heads. And in section 7, a teacher may apply for a vacant position for which he is qualified, provided that he respects the system of selection on the basis of merit and competence. No? In the basis of merit and competence daw. So provided further that all qualified candidates are given the opportunity to be considered. So yun yung nakasaad sa Code of Ethics, no, sa section 7. Okay. In Article 6, the teacher and higher authorities in the Philippines, in section 1, it is stated, no, that the teacher shall make it his duty to make an honest effort to understand and support the legitimate policies of the school and the administration, regardless of personal feeling or private opinion, and shall faithfully carry them out. Kahit you don't want to follow that policies, then you should follow it, because you are a teacher and it is your duty, to make an honest effort. You need to do an effort to understand and support those policies. In section 2, a teacher shall not make any false accusation or charges against superiors. Again, a teacher shall not make any false accusation or charges against superiors, especially under anonymity. No? If in case na may mga rants ka tapos anonymous lang yung nilagay mo, then hindi yun siya pwede, no? Based sa Code of Ethics. However, if there are valid charges, he should present such under oath to competent authority. And then in section 3, a teacher shall transact all official business through channels except when special conditions warrant a different procedure, such as when reforms are advocated but are opposed by the immediate superior, in which case the teacher shall appeal directly to the appropriate higher authority. And then section 4, a teacher, individually or as part of a group, has a right to seek redress against injustice and discrimination, and to the extent possible shall raise his grievances within democratic processes. In doing so, he shall avoid jeopardizing the interests and welfare of learners whose right to learn must be respected. In section 5, a teacher has a right to invoke the principle that appointments, promotions, and transfers of teacher are made only on the basis of merit and in need in the interest of the service. In Section 6, a teacher who accepts a position assumes a contractual obligation, no, to live up to his contract, assuming full knowledge of the employment terms and conditions. So, kapag nasa position ka na, kapag ikay teacher, it is important, no, na you know the contract that you have signed. Kasi when you sign the contract, it means that you have inassume na ng um, inassume na you have already the full knowledge of the terms and conditions na nakasaad doon. So if in any cases na may na-violate ka doon, then you are responsible, you will be held responsible for not following those, even though sabihin mo na hindi mo alam. Kasi once you have signed, it means that assumably you are knowledgeable sa mga nakasulat doon sa contract na yon. Okay, so I think that would be all for the Article 6, Article 5, at saka Article 4.